here's the last problem of the semester. We have an unequal angle iron that we're going to select, and we want to check out the vertical centroid and to find the moment of inertia about the x-axis that passes through that centroid. So let's go to here and check him out. And all right, so here is our angles right here. And I am going to pick one of my favorite ones, an 8 by 4. I have it written out over here. Don't tell anyone. Shh. An 8 by 4 by 1/2. So where would we go? 8 by 4 by 1/2. 8 by 4 by 1/2. Boom. And so these are our dimensions. Let's put these over to the side. I'll put you over to the side right here. And here's our section right here. And so what we want to do is to find our cross section. So the section that I'm picking, I didn't make a very good straight line there. Okay. And, I need to answer a question. Michaela had a question. I forgot to answer it. I read it and I didn't answer it. What a bad professor. Oh, well, there's so many other reasons I'm a bad professor, right? Can't pay attention to stuff. Short attention span. Hate grading. I answer questions, though. I'm a snappy dresser. I have amazing flowing locks of hair. Oh, just gorgeous. All right, so the thickness is going to be the same everywhere. So, boom. Could have done all this before, right? So this is going to be D, and this is B, and this is T. And we're going to confirm the X bar, but it's based. The Y bar, but it's based right there. So we'll call this given. I picked the easiest one, by the way, of all these shapes. Just I figured, you could do this one, you could do the other ones. People usually mess this up anyway. 4 inches, not to be negative or anything, but they do. All right, so the thickness is 0.5 inches. And let's also note that we're going to find this right here. Note answer is Y bar is equal to, where'd you go, Y bar? I go 2.840 inches, and Ix is 38.60 inches fourthed. Right? So let's check them out. Boom. First thing to do is to pick what we want to do. I decided to cut it off right there, right? So note though that there are fillets right here and right here and right here, right? So that's going to make our thing wrong, just to start with. But anyway, I'm going to call this 1 and I'm going to call this 2. So part 1 and 2. And let's start with our X and our Y. And our XI and our YI. Where the X is going to be, this is B, so that's 4. And our Y is going to be our thickness of 0.5. And our X of this is also going to be the thickness. But our Y now tricky, is 8 minus the 0.5, or 7.5. Everyone's going to forget that. People do all the time. I don't know why. We don't need any of this. Let's go for the AI. That's just going to be 4 times 0.5. I can do that. That's 2 square inches. And I can't do this in my head. That should be 3.75. 0.5 times 7.5. 3.75. You could have trusted yourself, but you mess things up all the time so much. What are you going to do, you know? What are you going to do? You're gonna complain? Nah, I don't know. And then we only need the y bar, so we need let's call it y bar I, and for this one is 0.25. In this one we got to do a little bit more thinking, right? It's going to be 1/2 of the height right here, or 7.5 divided by 2, right? But then you're going to add in the 0.5. So it's 4.25. But maybe we will remember to write the thing down. 4.25. All right. And we go AI, Y bar I. 2 times 0.25. I think it's 0.5. 4.25 times 3.75. 4.25 times 3.75 times, right there, we get 15 point. That seems large. Wait, I don't like that. 4.25. 3.75. Yeah, it's a weird long number. It just didn't seem like that would be the right number. Okay. 9.4. Add that to 0.5. Bloom. We get 16.4344. I could do this in my head, 5.75. So our y bar is going to be 16.44 divided by 5.75. So 5.75 divided, we get 2.859er. We can see that we're off by a little bit, all right? That's all the fillet's fault. It's Phil's fault. But let's continue with this anyway. Let's go I. And it's I with a bar on top of it. So we get BH cubed over 12. So the base is 4. The height is 0.5 cubed over 12. So that's going to be 4.5 cubit, boom, multiply it, divided by 12. What is a small number? 0.04167. Taking up a lot of space here. But that's okay, it's an important one. Here the base is 0.5, but the height is 7.5, and we're cubing it. So you're going to see we're going to get a lot out of that right here. Okay, so we're going to go, that's 12 here. So 0.5, 7.5, 3, we raise it there to the third, then we multiply it, then we divide it by 12, and we get 17.58. And I'm going to add those two together right there, but you're going to see that doesn't really change all that much here. 17.62. All right, now we want to take and find our DI. And let me complete my table here. squeezed it in a little bit better this time. Better than the last one. All right, and so here the DI is going to be that 2.859 minus the 0.25. So 2.859, boom, 0.25, sorry, 0.25. I'm tired. All right, so that's going to be 2.609. And so right here we want AI DI squared. So we're going to square this value here. So that's going to be quite substantial. Square that and multiply it by the area, which is 2. So we end up with 13.61. Okay. And now we want to take this one and subtract from there. I think I did that right. Okay. So 4.25 and 2.859. Subtract that out and we get 1.391. Now we square that and we multiply it by 3.75. Boom. And we get, I'm already afraid that we get to too much, but 7.256. And I'm going to add that and get 20.87. And so if I add those two together, I'm going to get an IX right here of 38.49 inches fourthed. And that looks pretty good compared to what we have before. Do I have a statement in there that for you to compare? Do I have it? Did I ask you to compare? Because a lot of times I will. I'll ask people to compare. Be sure to make it clear. Don't pick anything likely here. Be sure to nope. Didn't say to compare, but good idea to compare, right? So we say that we are 38.6. I'll subtract that out and divide by 38.6. And we are 0.287% less. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If we were going to go into, we could be lazy and, well, no, I'll start a new one. Start a new part. Check it out in SolidWorks. You guys know how to do this just by osmosis at this point, right? So let's see. Boom, 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 kaboom. And so this was 4. This is 8. Whoop. It is 0.5 and 0.5. So you get the idea of what it looks like right here. And we will accept that and we will extrude it. We expect to get the same thing, but we'll check anyway. Evaluate, section properties. Somebody else is asking a question, I bet. Recalculate. Let's ramp up our decimal places here. Check it out. Boom. And 2.859 sounds right. And 38.489. Yeah, we got it. So what happens here is the fillet. Now, I don't think on this website they give you the idea of how big these fillets are. Maybe down here. Maybe let me just do a Google search here. I go fillet, distance to fillet, distance between fillet, distance here, fillet, any, they don't ever, no, none of these parameters give you the fillet radius. I think I can look this up. Let's see. I will go to 470 and my useful stuff, useful resources, my US Steel handbook here, and let's get the unequal. Unequal, there's 4x3, usually go bigger at the beginning. Here you go. Do we have any of the dimensions? Sometimes they give you the, nope, they didn't give us the things here. But here is our, if we wanted to find it, by the way, let's see. Here's our, we want the 1, 1 right here, right? So, where'd you go? You're making a liar out of me. There you go. 1, 1, 1/2. There's our 38.5. So, yeah, right, pretty much it there. All right, so yeah, I don't know where the fillet thing is. I was gonna try them out right here. Like, it wouldn't be a 1/2 inch fillet. Let's see. For one thing, let me stop with my dimensions here. Let me go ahead and add in my features here. We could go for the fillet right there. That's the 1/10 of an inch. It would be more than a 1/10 of an inch. It would be more there. They usually be about the same. Usually it'd be about maybe like, it could be like 0.25. It might be even close to that, but check out what the results of this are going to be. And to the evaluate, we do the section properties, and of course I forgot to hit that again. Recalculate, and you can see that they got 38.13, 2.847. Let's compare this. What did we say that we were going to get? 38.6, right? But actually it's kind of interesting that we got yeah, so I don't know, that fillet's going to play a role though. So there you go. Done for the semester. All I have to do is final exams. That's all.